Greetings and welcome back to Pipe Smoking with Colonel Calabash. Let's get the show started today with our salute to the Facebook Pipe Group of the Week. This week, we're going to salute the Old Codgers Smoking Pipe Group. And it's exactly what it says. Some of us are so old on there, we smoked clay pipes when we was young. They have almost 2,900 members. Now, there's some old codgers on there. This will explain the name, but there's also some young fellows on there, too. You can expect good conversation, pipe smoking stories, photos, and advice on this site. They do allow pipe sales on this group, but they ask that you carry out the deal through private messaging. One of the main topics this week is a little touchy, but we're going to get into it anyway, and that is online tobacco sales. Now, most of the groups that sell tobacco online are indeed good groups. Maybe one, maybe two that's not so good. The ones that are not so good, I just didn't even bother to list. Here are some of the pros and cons of these groups, and in a way they're in no particular order, and in a way they are because the two that I save for last to me are the real good ones. Now, the first one we'll talk about is the Pipe Nook. It's a pretty good site, and Eddie Gray, he's a great fella, and a lot of people do business there, and I think you'll be satisfied with them. The prices are fair, but your choices in tobacco are limited. Now, the next group, the Country Squire, good group. Prices are a little higher there. My daughter ordered me a new Kamoy from there, and I got great service, so I still list that as a good group. TobaccoPipes.com. Now, they're a good business, a good provider. They have some great prices on Sutliff brand tobaccos, and they're a small company, and so if you want to do business particularly with small companies, that's a good place to go, TobaccoPipes.com. The only problem I have had with this particular vendor is they may require you to do a little extra to verify your age. Now, most online tobacco dealers, they have a box you check that certifies you're over 21 years of age, and you just do that, and that's all of it. Some of them have a disclaimer that says just by ordering you're of age, so that works too. But I did have a little problem, even at 71 years old, verifying that I was old enough to buy tobacco there. B&B Tobacco got some great prices, and I think you would like them. Now we're down to what I consider the best two places to buy your pipe tobacco, and I think you'll see why here in a moment. The first one is SmokingPipes.com. Their prices are close to the same as another group called PipesAndCigars.com. Now, one may be a little cheaper on one brand of tobacco, the other might be cheaper on another type, but usually there's only a few pennies difference. Now, for me, because I live further away from Pipes and Cigars, my order takes a little longer to get here. Also, Pipes and Cigars, at least to me, have a higher out-of-stock rate. So I normally do business with SmokingPipes.com. Usually takes me about 2 to 3 days to get my order. I don't have a lot of problem with out-of-stock rates, and all around they're a good business that you can order your tobacco from. Now, let's talk about some thoughts I have on pipe stands, cabinets, and racks. Now, most pipe tobacco smokers will understand they are not the same. Now, my definition of a pipe stand is a resting place for one or at the most two pipes. A rack is for three or more pipes and sometimes, in fact most of the time, may have a tobacco jar on the rack. A pipe cabinet is exactly that. It's a cabinet with a door, and in most cases you can hang anywhere from 5 to 20 or 30 pipes in that one cabinet. Usually they have a storage place in them. Sometimes you pull out a little drawer and you can put some of your pipe smoking tools in there, and it makes it handy for you to have all that. You can put your extra lighters, cleaners, and so forth in there. But I'm going to ask you to do something. Think about making your own. Now, I've just finished one, and I've got a lot of good compliments on it. I really love it. And what I did was I took a piece of nice walnut wood with a place for one pipe, and I put that on one end, and on the other end I had a small world globe, real nice looking little globe, and I put that on the other end to decorate it, and it looks quite nice. I also have a piece of oval marble that I plan on making a pipe stand out of. Probably it'll handle probably two pipes, but I'm a fan of Formula One auto racing, so right in the middle there will be a small Formula One car sitting there. So you can make your own pipe racks, stands. I've seen some beautiful cabinets that some of my fellow pipe smokers have made, and you can decorate them up with some things that you enjoy and things that you would want to have there on your pipe stand. I have been doing some studying lately. Yes, I'm smart enough I can do a little studying, not too much at one time. One of the best tobaccos I have ever had was Rattray's blend called Summer 2018. It's a bit of an unusual blend, but one I really loved. Now comes the problem. I can't get it anymore. I've tried to contact the maker and can't even get an answer from him, so I'm not too happy about that. So what have I decided? I'm going to try to make my own. It was composed mostly of golden Virginias, burley, and dark black Cavendish. It had some top notes of lemon and ginger. Now, since I can't find it anymore, I'm going to do my best to recreate it. I saved just a little bit of what I had left so that I can compare them when I try to make my own. Now, if it works, I'll let you know. If it doesn't work, I'll let you know. I've watched several videos on blending, so if it doesn't work, I'll blame the videos I watched. Now, if you remember on one of my shows, I talked about the FDA regulations that have come out concerning pipe tobacco. And, of course, one of my big things there was that they're doing it all, but when you start considering a pipe, a type of tobacco or a form of tobacco, it shows me you don't know a whole lot. Well, recently, I happened to get on a site. It's a health site, and it talked about the hazards of pipe smoking. It was obvious again to me that whoever wrote this was totally just in the dark about pipe smoking. The matter of fact, they were in the dark about tobacco. they went to the trouble of listing the states here in the U.S. that was the biggest tobacco producers and got it all wrong. The state that produces the most tobacco here in the United States was not even listed. Now, this shows you how much these people that are running down pipe smoking really, really know about this thing. They give out false information. They give out information that possibly they didn't mean for it to be false, but it's still not correct. Now, you can say there's a difference there if you want to, but if you're going to write an article about something, you need to research it and know the truth. Folks, we're going to have to start fighting this thing. We're going to have to make the truth known, and we're going to have to go through a series of sending emails and contacting these people when they call things what they aren't. And I hope that you'll enjoy doing that, because maybe, just maybe, we can get some of these restrictions lifted. I don't know. When the government's involved, it's hard to get them lifted. That's about it for this week. I hope that you've got something from this program. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll be back again next Friday, and we hope you'll join us again. But for now, happy pipe smoking from Colonel Calabash.